is a grown-up? I mean, to you guys, yeah. What is a grown-up?
Grown up, it's like when you get to be not a certain age, but to a certain maturity level. Like you don't really know when you're a grown up. You just are.
I think a grown up is somebody who acts mature, and when they get heat, if they get yelled at or if they mess up, then they take it and then they work on it.
I don't think age has anything to do with it, because I know a lot of people who are supposed to be grown-ups who aren't very responsible at all.
Okay. In what ways are you guys becoming more responsible for yourself in junior high school?
Our parents aren't making as much of our decisions now. I mean, we make a lot more of our own decisions.
Because, you know, when you think about this, you do know what's right and wrong, but a lot of times you do the wrong thing because it may be fun. Why?
You don't think about what's wrong.
Yeah.
You don't say, well, this is going to happen after. I know I don't.
You don't even think about the consequences?
You don't always have time. Like my parents will say, well, you should have thought about that beforehand, but you don't always think about that.
Instincts.
Well, sometimes you'll think, oh, the wrong thing sounds fun, and then you go do it, and then later on you'll feel real bad and you'll wish you hadn't done it.
It gets on your conscience, and you don't realize it until the fun has stopped, and then you realize, well, maybe I shouldn't have done that.
It's just a bad feeling.
Well, where does that bad feeling come from?
Just like the pit of your stomach, you know?
The pit of your stomach?
Like,
Jesse?
Like you really wish that you hadn't done it, and you think about ways that you can fix it.
Okay, great. Let me ask you something. How do you personally know when you're doing the right thing? Erica?
Like when you do something that you know is right, it kind of gives you the same feeling as if you give someone like a gift and you know that they're really happy. You feel really good about yourself.
It's like a little sensation, and you just feel it in your heart, and like if you give the person back $50 or something, and they say, well, thank you. and it just like starts in your heart and then it spreads out.
I'm going to throw a hypothetical at you guys, which is a pretend situation. You tell me what you do, okay? There's a group of friends that you want to be friends with. Oh, this is at school. There's a group of kids, and they all go over to a record store, right? And they all want you to go in there. They're going to create a distraction over on the other side of the store, and they want you to be the one who walks out of the store with the tape. And they really want you to do it. You going to steal the tape? James?
If you do it, then you do it, and you get in trouble for it. But if you don't do it, you're going to get in trouble anyhow. Because them kids are probably going to jump you anyhow if you don't do it. I'm serious.
Do you want to wind up in juvenile hall?
I wouldn't even care about the juvenile hall. Because when I get home, that's what my mom's going to be the one I'm scared of. I'm serious.
Alyssa?
I wouldn't do it because my mom always taught me not to steal. Because she said if I want anything, I can just come to her and ask her for it, and she'll try to get it for me. She said that you don't have to have friends that'll make you do bad things.
Okay. Rosalind?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't do it because if they got in trouble, they wouldn't take the blame. They'd blame it on you. And I mean, it's not worth it.
Why not?
It's not worth having friends like this, because if you do it once and you do it right, they're going to expect you to do it again.
I mean,
I
never thought of
that. It's more
that.
like they're using you.
Anthony?
Well, I'll say no now when we're all talking, but then when you get out there, it's a whole different story.
Why?
Because everybody's pressuring you. They'll think you're a wimp. They'll start tagging you for the rest of your life, that you're chicken not to do it.
Yeah. Okay, Walter, would you do it?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay. Why would you do it, though?
So, because you do it, that group will respect you. And say if you got into like a fight or something with somebody, and they was going to jump on you and beat you up, they'll take up for you. It's like all different reasons why somebody would do it.
Okay. Would you do it? You'd take the tape, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for being honest. Okay, great. Joanna, you gonna take it?
Well, I think I would take the tape,
Okay.
but not take it out of the store, buy it myself,
Okay.
and then just tell them that I took it.
Okay. But what if you didn't have any money?
Well, then I wouldn't take it.
You wouldn't take it at all? How about if they just asked you to do the distraction instead of taking the tape? All you gotta do is
I actually might do it.
You
yeah.
might do it. Okay. Is this consistent with who you think you are? Stealing the tape or distracting people for a tape?
Like, I don't think it's right. I don't think that I ought to do it, but like right now I can say I wouldn't do it, but when it actually happens, I actually might do it. So it's like, I don't know.
All right, let me ask you a question. We're watching a movie. It's the Walter and Joanna story, right? And they're both kids who have the same choice. What do you think of that kid in that movie? That kid who fades to the peer pressure, Walter, and he decides that he's going to steal the tape.
Well,
What do you think? What do you think of that person?
I was thinking that he was dumb. He was stupid. He should have did it. But then
What are you saying about yourself, Walter?
that I'm doing a dumb thing. That I shouldn't even be thinking about doing that.
That's what you're saying about yourself, isn't it? All right, Joanna, what are you saying about yourself? What do you think of a person who does that?
Well, I think she was I took a stupid choice, but in a way I would feel sorry for her because I know it's the pressure that actually made her do it.
You blame it on the pressure, okay? Who do the police blame it on?
You.
The
person.
Okay, great. James, you're not going to do it, right? If you see a movie and you see a kid who says, no, I'm not going to fold to that peer pressure, how do you feel about that kid in the movie?
He did what's right. I mean, he ain't gonna get no trouble for it.
Do you like that kid in the movie?
Yeah.
Okay. Joanna, do you like that kid in the movie that you were?
Yes. No, not the one that stole it.
But do you like that other kid?
Yeah.
Woo! Walter, do you like that kid in the movie or do you like your kid in the movie?
I like the other kid because he made the right choice and said that he wasn't going to do it.
I travel all over America. And everywhere I go, people from one region complain about the people from another region. People in the South go, wow, those Northerners, they're Yankees. And the people up north go, those Southerners are very, very backwards. And the people in California say, the people in New York are extremely rude. And the people in New York say, oh, the people in California, they're tofu heads. And the people in North Dakota think the people in South Dakota are reactionaries. And the people in South Dakota think the people in North Dakota are radicals. And the people on the east side of town don't like them people on the west side of town. And the people on the west side of town don't like them people on the south side of town. Everywhere you go, somebody hates them people. Here's the thing that we have to understand. There is no them. There's only us.
How do we learn to respect each other's cultures? Grace?
We have to get over our fear of change. So, like, people grew up in a certain way and they don't want to let go of it because then it'll be like letting go of their whole history. That's how they feel. But as long as we are afraid of change, nothing's going to change. And if nothing changes, nothing's going to happen. And if nothing happens, it's not going to be very good to live here anymore.
I think you have to look like a person as an individual, and not as like a culture or as a race. Or they're a person. You have to look at them as a person and not as somebody from, this religion or somebody from this country.
I think you have to talk to people and make them listen so that, you can come together as one. Because if you don't come together as one, then nothing's going to change and you're not going to get anywhere.
Well put.
Discuss, like we're doing here, like your ethnic backgrounds and everything, so that we can understand what what other people are feeling or what they where they came from. Everything. That knowledge is the basis for
all of
harmony. Yeah.
Great.
Learn more about the person, like the other people of the ethnic groups. Learn more about them.
Absolutely. Make a commitment to learn more about other ethnic groups, because the minute you make the commitment to reconnect with the other kids in your school and treat them with respect and give them the kind of respect you would like to have yourself, you as a human being grow. How would the world be different for you if everybody respected each other?
We could all be ourselves, and we wouldn't have to be like imitation cheese or something, and we and everybody would be happy.
You bet.
Yeah.
Everybody wouldn't have to fit in, wouldn't have to feel that they were accepted because they'd already be accepted. Because we all have our own special things, and that's what makes America good, and that's what made America, is the differences that we all have. If we were all the same, America wouldn't be special. It wouldn't be a good country to live in.
Well, like everybody could look beyond their skin color and their race and where they came from, and everybody be happy, I guess. But it's hard to imagine that.
It is hard to imagine, but it can happen. Don't ever doubt that. Don't ever doubt that.
We can't wait for our leaders to make change happen. Change begins inside ourselves. Respect yourself and respect others. That's a good choice to make. And in this life, where you go through so many changes and face so many choices, it's up to you to make the right choice.
All 12 programs in the Big Changes, Big Choices series are available on video cassette with discussion guides. For information, please contact your video supplier or call 1-800-359-KIDS.